I haven't seen a simple one that works well. So, any entrepreneurs out there that want to solve this problem, try to get people clean water that tastes good, isn't super expensive, and doesn't have microplastics or any of that shit in it, but also has minerals. Like this has pretty good minerals in it. Has like potassium, magnesium, sodium, like electrolytes that are in water. You want that shit in spring water. These 5-gallon glass jugs, I don't know if you could see them, they get delivered to the house. I'm pretty sure it's the best water you can get right now. They're very heavy, very cumbersome, kind of dangerous to move, but the water is from a spring in Arkansas or something. But it's not stored in plastic. It's one of the few like water brands that don't store their water in plastic, and now everyone's starting to realize that there's tons of chemicals and microplastics and all kinds of shit inside water that's stored in plastic. So if you don't want your water stored in plastic, your options are very slim. This is Mountain Valley. It's one of the few. This one's cool because it gets delivered to the house in these 5-gallon glass jugs. This has never happened before. Usually I store them inside. Then it was like fallout. I was like, I'll just store them outside while we're doing construction. We went away for the weekend and got back. These were all, well, 4 of them froze and shattered. So lost the deposit on those 4 bottles, and then all the ice was stuck in snow and ice and shit. So now that it warmed up and everything's melting, I'm cleaning up the broken glass, and now we have to store them inside, obviously. So downsides of glass, but this was my mistake. Oh, I think these bottles cost like 40 something, $43 each for 5 gallons of the water. But there's also a $30 deposit on each of the glass bottles, and then when you give them back, they give you the money back. So and then there's a delivery fee that I think is $15. We do that twice a month, and then tax. So for 4 of them, losing the deposits was like a freaking $300 and something mistake. Sucks. I posted a short video one time. It was like one of the first little information or informative videos I ever made, and it was about Mountain Valley being the best water. When I made it, I thought literally 2 people, like 2 of my friends, were going to be the only ones who saw it, but for some reason it like did really well, like went like viral, and got like millions of views on a few platforms. And I think this is a closer representation of reality with this water than that viral video. It's like, it is a pain in the ass. Like, water, good water should not be this hard to get and this expensive. Like, living in a developed country, you would think getting freaking water would be easier. Good water, anyway. Holy shit. This one cracked somewhere. Can you see that? The whole bottom is cracked off. It's funny, I remember not too long ago, people, like, I've always been into water, and people, it's a waste of money, or you don't need it. And now, like, people who years ago thought it wasn't a big deal are now starting to see studies come out and see that, like, drinking plastic water bottles is actually pretty bad, and, like, now they're looking for good water options. This really is, if anyone knows a better option, like, let me know, because I don't want to spend this much money and have such a headache with water, but I haven't been able to find anything. I did a reverse osmosis once, and the water kind of tasted like shit, and it was expensive and really annoying to use. I guess I would go back to it, but there's got to be something. It's a very hard thing. If you solve this, you will be a billionaire, and you'll help the planet a tremendous amount. And what I mean by solve this is figure out a way to get, because we can't drink tap water anymore, so it's not like if you're older, I just drink tap. It's like, go look up what's in tap water and the infrastructure that the water's flowing through to get to you. It's horrible. So if tap isn't an option and plastic vessels seem to leach chemicals and microplastics and nanoplastics into the water, what are we left with? We're left with glass as a storage system, which is heavy and dangerous and expensive. That's what we're doing now. Or a filter system in the house, but I haven't seen a simple one that works well.